Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to today's Nebula rank up and gameplay video. So in this weekend's arena, we're a little bit late on claiming this reward and doing this video, but today we're going to be awakening, ranking up, and fully maxing out the 3-star Nebula, and then kind of having a bit of a play around with the character. We'll also look at abilities and talk about some of the potentially interesting stuff this character can do. But I've watched a lot of gameplay videos over the weekend of people with a 4-star or 5-star Nebula, so there's some stuff that I'm very interested to test out with a 3-star version. But anyway, let's go ahead and claim the 3-star version of Nebula, and then we're going to go to our roster. This should be one of the quickest rank ups we've ever done on the channel because we have so much 5k tech ISO. I believe we have enough to take it all the way up, but we're going to have to see. But anyway, let's start off by awakening the character. We've got so many 3-star awakening gems, so we'll just use a tech one. I think that does make a lot of sense here. And we'll put some levels in once she's fully upgraded. But first, let's initially get her up a little bit. So is that going to be... Yeah, we'll just go for an 8251. Overshooting it a little bit there in terms of XP. But, you know, we want to get this character ranked up fairly quickly. So that takes her up to rank 2. I think this character, even as a 3-star, has some pretty beefy PI. Oh, we overshot that by quite a bit. Yeah, just 3 of those big ones will do. Damn, 3 stars. They're so quick to level up when you have these 5k ISO. Right, let's go ahead, get her up to level 30 now, and then we're going to push her on to level 40. I think a 5k one's going to be a little bit too much, so let's see if we can pretty much get her there. Yeah, I think another 5... Actually, does it make sense? Makes sense to use the 3251 there. Let's chuck that in. So we have some more 5k tech ISO just to get the initial levels in rank 4. And then we'll just claim a little bit more of it to get her all the way leveled up. Yeah, so she's on level 15 now. A few more levels, and she's pretty much there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go over her abilities and then take her into the daily tier 4 expert proving grounds. Just for a little bit of a test run. It's going to be a fun time. Right, let's chuck in a 3251. There we go. So Nebula, rank 4, level 40, fully maxed out as a 3-star. Feels pretty damn good. Maybe her PI wasn't as high as I imagined, but let's use a few levels on her. I didn't really think she needs that many, but let's add like, I think we'll add like 19 into the character. I think that's a fair amount. But because we don't really have anybody else in terms of like 3-star tech characters to use the stones on, yeah, so it really doesn't matter too much. And both her and Yondu, they don't have the best signature abilities to chuck stones into. Right, so in terms of Nebula's abilities, she has the 2 self-repair charges, so those activate when the opponent deals more than 110% of their attack in a single hit. So one of the most interesting things I've seen about this ability is just the ability to instantly recover from any special free that you take, especially if you have the recovery mastery, because it's not only going to heal back all the damage, it's going to heal back all of the damage and then some. So Nebula seems like a fairly interesting character for tanking special free attacks, obviously providing you don't get stunned on the special free. That's it's probably one of the things to keep in mind as well. Or if you know a lot of the damage on a special free, like Deadpool's is reliant on bleed. Actually, she can't be bled, so it's mainly if you don't get stunned. That's the biggest part. So that's interesting there. I'm not too sure if like Kang, in terms of like this month's monthly quest, I'm not too sure if he has a stun on his special free, but it might be interesting to see if Nebula, you know, can take that and survive. I'm not too sure though, but I wanna try it out at some point. So she also has 4 poison and bleed immunity, ability accuracy reduction by 20% on robots per electroshock charge. I'm not too sure if that's on her or the enemy. I think it might be on her, but charges holding... kind of dashing back and holding block, actually not even dashing back and holding block, just holding block will charge up her weapon, generating a passive electroshock charge every 0.9 seconds, and this stacks up to 20 times, and by parrying, you can actually convert that into a shock on your opponent, and then by using the special 2, you can double that. So that seems like some interesting burst damage there. And I'd very much like to kind of see if you can like fight Electro just by like dashing back and holding block. I think it's going to be a good opportunity to test that in this month's monthly quest, because we have a couple of Electros, so that's something I definitely want to test out in the next week. And there she has a power lock and also a power drain on her special one, which all links into the amount of shock debuff she has on the opponent, so you need to time that in well with a parry. Seems a little bit difficult to pull that one off, but shouldn't be too bad. And then finally on the special attack 3, she overcharges her power generator for 10 seconds, inflicting shock when in contact with her opponent, and that will deal the same amount of damage as a stack would. So yeah, I want to build her into a team now. We're going to take her on the expert map quest. So let's go into event quest and try a little bit of this Nebula gameplay. So the expert proving grounds, and we're going to edit the team. We're going to chuck the Nebula in there. So let's filter by tech and also 3-star characters, and there she is just behind your boy Howard the Duck. Damn, Nebula looks really cool, but I'm still way more excited for Yondu. Yondu looks like such a beast mode character, but I think more importantly it's the animations on Yondu. He looks so much fun to play, especially with deep wounds, man. That bleed looks really strong on him, so I'm interested to try it out. Right, so we have Superior Iron Man here, so I'm just trying to think of kind of like the best strategy in this matchup, because we have to be a little bit careful about his regeneration. Charge those shocks up a little bit. Oh man, I keep on accidentally triggering them on the parry there. I guess it takes a little bit of getting used to in terms of Nebula's gameplay and style. But I think what we'll do is we'll try and block to charge up a few stacks. I think this is one of the things that I've just seen on like every video, is just everybody taking so much block damage from trying to charge up those stacks. Right, we're going to go ahead and drop the special 3. Why not? Let's see this in action. It might have been a good idea maybe to use this. Actually, I've got a little bit of an idea now. Kind of going into that final regeneration phase with Despair. We're nullifying... Actually, we weren't nullifying really that much of his healing there. Was it working, actually? Did it have synergy with Despair Shock? Dunno. I didn't really clock that too well. It didn't seem like it was stopping it as much as it should have been, though. Ah. A little bit odd. Ah, well, let's just go ahead and finish off this fight. Damn, I'm just not with it in terms of this Nebula rotation. So, let's try on the next fight. Let's get like a bar of power in a bit, and then just dash back and hold block. See if we can get 10 stacks and then convert them for the kill. So let's do a couple of rounds of combo, and then try and pull one of those off. Let's see how practical that is to do. Right, so first round of combo, and then we'll get another round in. And then let's just dash back and hold block. Okay, good opportunity to do it here as well. Let's bait that heavy attack out. Taking quite a bit of block damage, but it's not too bad. There we go, Guillotine's not even attacking into us now. Right, that's pretty wonderful. Right, okay, so we're going to do it. Let's fire off the special 2. Should be guillotine down. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it took a while to build up that damage there, and we did take quite a bit of block damage, but it was worth it for that majestic finish. I'm sure when we get to... actually, let's try on Hulk, because that's going to be quite an effective strategy against Hulk, considering, you know, he does hit very hard at low health percentages. I guess Nebula's kind of good for those champions that you don't really want to encounter too many of their special attacks as well, because you can just you can play it safe. You can just dash back, hold block for a little bit. Let's get all these crazy electroshock charges and see what you can do about that. Oh, okay. So holding block there didn't seem to charge up. So yeah, you do need to dash back and hold block. Oh, okay, interesting. Alright, let's keep on laying into this Hulk. Okay, we need to parry now, and then get off that special 2. Then he's dead. There we go. Should be plenty of damage there. Oh, nice. I think with 20 stacks, that should probably be about like 8,000 to 10,000 damage, which is really nice burst to have for a 3-star character. I think on some of the 4 stars maxed out, it's very close to about like, from some of the videos that I've seen, like anywhere between about 40,000 to 50,000 damage. So it's circumstantially like really good to use. But in terms of like the average fight and getting fights finished quicker, it just seems like it's not really all around a very effective strategy. But there will be certain circumstances, like maybe in an Electro matchup, where it might come in very useful. Ah, I didn't mean to convert that so quickly on Ant-Man. But it's also annoying that it triggers off parry, because that's one of the things that you're just so used to kind of like chucking out there in match to match. Alright, let's go ahead, let's block a little bit. Can we reliably get this off against Ant-Man? Right, so now we have enough combo to shock. Let's fire this off. And it should be enough to finish up the match. Hey! Okay, that is very satisfying to do. Honestly, it's such a great feeling when you get off that special 2 and your opponent just melts. Like, I was a little bit hesitant about Nebula, but I'm quite enjoying her for that factor. Like, it's quite fun to do. I think though, like, if you after like hundreds and hundreds of matches, that might get a little bit old, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so the next matchup, we actually have the class disadvantage versus Black Bolt, but so we're gonna try and get like a big stack of electroshock here, if we can, without dying. That's also the thing. Like, we're running out of room in this matchup. Right, so let's evade that. We're just gonna have to like start playing well here. Get a little bit more distance on the Black Bolt. Let's fire that off. It's gonna deal a little bit more damage. Oh, that actually tore into him quite a bit. Damn, couldn't double evade back there, but we got him down anyway. Such a close matchup. I was so lucky I managed to evade one of those heavy attacks against the wall. But yeah, that definitely wasn't my best playing. I think Nebula is very much kind of like Quake in terms of her gameplay and use. Because for Quake to be like really effective in the scenarios where you really want to bring out Quake and kind of give her a solid use, you do need a lot of time to be able to dash back. But I've seen some very good matchups. I watched Brian's video this morning against Mordo, and I think especially with that ability to kind of recover the special free there was some really strong potential for Nebula for various uses throughout the game. Like, she's a lot of utility, a bit of a quirky way to be played as well. Like, I like the character. I think she's a nice addition. She certainly like isn't a completely garbage addition that doesn't bring anything to the table. So I enjoy that. Okay, right, let's get him low and then fire off this pulse cannon. Oh, we didn't even get to the special 2 there. Damn. She's hitting a little bit harder on some of her regular attacks than I initially anticipated. But it is nothing but a good thing. I can't wait to get to Crossbones, though. I really want to try and get 20 Fury stacks on him. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll make it happen. Just trying to keep her topped off with potions here. Right, let's go for this in the Storm matchup. Storm matchup, we have class advantage, so Storm theoretically should go down pretty easy there. Damn, yeah, 850 medium attacks. That is some pretty suave damage we got going on. Right, kind of need to bait the special 2. There we go, just going to evade that. I mean, we could have maybe taken that and recovered the health, but it just wasn't a gamble that we wanted to do. Ah, that's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. Right, so Crossbones, we're going with a strategy. We're going to save up 20 electroshock charges if we can, which we should be able to, and then we're going to convert them all. Is that going to be a bad idea? Is he going to shrug off, like, you know, like 5 of them and gain, like, Mega Fury? I don't know. We'll give it a go anyway. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Right, let's get a little bit more distance there. Okay, we have tons of distance now. That's perfect. Gives us plenty of room to charge up. But we are getting a little bit hammered on the health there. Okay, let's charge up a little bit more. And we got a good opportunity there. Let's maybe going with 12. Maybe going with 12. 11 stacks. I think that's all we're going to get. Because, yeah, I can't really play like this anymore. What? 3? How did only 3 stacks apply there? Oh, it's so bad. What? I have no idea what happened. So he shrugged off 3, but then maybe if he shrugs off. Actually, maybe as he was shrugging off, it reduced my ability accuracy to mean that I couldn't apply any more stacks. Maybe that was it, because you know, 3 stacks of Fury, that's a 60% chance. So maybe that was cancelling out the remaining stacks. Maybe Crossbones is a very, very bad matchup for Nebula. I think that's probably the scenario, but we'll get to the special 3 here and show that off again. I don't know if that's going to be like giving Crossbones an absurd amount of Fury though if we get to the special 3, but we'll give it a go anyway. Right, let's fire that off. See those sick hits there. Crossbones is down on the floor. And let's see if we can get some more stacks of shock, and hopefully he doesn't convert these. Oh no! Just hit straight into me there. What a douchebag. Man, this is an intense matchup right here. Right, we need to either parry or get a good intercept. Hey, we got our window of opportunity there. Are we going to get to the special 2? We're a little bit off. Just one more special 1. If we can avoid that, we win. Come on, dude. Just doesn't want to use this. Ah, there we go. We got it. Okay, let's hope this connects. And, oh no! It's alright though, we got this. For sure. So, that was a pretty bad matchup against Crossbones. He was just shrugging off so many of our electroshock charges. Didn't work out too well there, but ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this initial Nebula gameplay video. We're going to be doing some more videos on Nebula. I want to do one where we fight Thanos, where we fight Electro, and kind of test the interaction there. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what kind of Nebula gameplay you'd like to see, any questions that you have about the character, and hopefully we'll do a bit more of an in-depth spotlight in the near future. So ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.